Okay, welcome to another tutorial by Quiet Waters Computer Services. In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to install Joomla. So let's get the FTP program up, and you've uploaded all the files, and they're now residing on your hosting company's website, ready for you to do the install. So in your address bar, navigate to the URL where you've installed Joomla and simply hit enter. Now, once that's done, you're going to start the Joomla configuration. Now, make sure that you have this document handy, and it should already be filled out with your database information and at least an email address. If that hasn't been done yet, you might want to pause the video and go back to the cPanel and go ahead and make a database and a user and tie the two together. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that real quick. So I've logged into my cPanel, and I'm just waiting for it to load. And you go down to where it says your database, and you can go to MySQL database and do it all manually, or you can just use the database wizard. Most cPanels have the database wizard. So you're basically just going to click the wizard. You're going to give it the database a name. Go to the next step. It's going to want to create a user, and it's going to want you to create a password. And once that's done, you simply hit create user, and you give it all permissions so that that account can do everything on the server. So just check mark all privileges, hit next step, and then it tells you that the user, and there's your user, and the database have been created. And you take those and you simply copy those to your Notepad document here under database so that you can use that during the install process of Joomla. So going back to Joomla, we're going to call this the Quiet Waters tutorial website. And the description is this is a test site for tutorials. And the admin email, I'm just going to put my email address in here. And that's going to be, I'm just copying it off the clipboard here. It's going to be my tutorials, and we'll call my admin, and my password. Then you just simply go to the next step. Now, you do have the option of telling it that the site is offline so that nobody can see it until you're ready. So we're going to go ahead and say that the site is offline. And then we're going to hit the next button. And it looks like my passwords didn't match. So I'm going to do it again. And hit next. And this is where it wants the database username, password, and database. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my information while you put in yours. Actually, my database name is the full. And a password. So you don't have to change the database type. Usually MySQL is fine, but if you feel you just need the standard MySQL, you can go ahead and select that. And then it's always going to be localhost because you're connected right to your hosting package installing this. And then you got your username, your password, the database name, and then the table prefix. This is the database tables. And if you have a database there, you can tell it to back it up or remove it. So when you're finished with this page, just go ahead and hit next. Now, it said it could not connect to the database. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go check out. I think my problem was my password. I just changed my password, and I'm going to go ahead and just try it again. So I've got the database name, the database tutorial username, and I'm going to hit next. There we go. So now it has a straight connection to your database that you configured in your cPanel. So once that's done, you need to choose what type of data you want installed, none, and that means that you need to know something about it, but it's not a bad thing for you to choose default or blog or brochure. So we're going to go ahead and just choose brochure. Now let's do blog. Then down below you have the option of emailing to yourself the configuration as well as the password. Now be careful about that. If you do send this to yourself, I recommend copying the content of the email over to a notepad or Word document and saving it on your computer and deleting both from the inbox, the all mail, and the trash, the email that you send yourself here. And once you're done with that, now I will bring your attention down here to magic quotes, GPC off. If that says no and it's in red, you need to contact your hosting company and tell them to turn the magic quotes off. But if everything here is all green except for this orange output buffering, don't worry about that, then you're all set to go to install the copy of Joomla. So now it's going to go through the various areas of the database, setting it up with all of the files that we uploaded through FTP. Okay, once that's done, you're going to be on this page here, and immediately go ahead and remove the installation folder because that's a security risk. So go ahead and let Joomla remove that, and now you can, go to the front of the site or you can go to the admin site. I'll show you both of them. And we'll go ahead and just leave this page here while these other ones load. Here is the home page, and notice that it says Quiet Waters tutorial website. That's because we can't get into it. We can't get into it because we put it in maintenance mode. So we just put our username and password in there again, and the front of the site should come up. So let me go ahead and try this again. And here is the fresh install of Joomla in a blog format. And if we click on the admin side, it'll want us to log in. And remember, you want to keep all of this information on this notepad document so you never have to worry about where it's at. And then we'll just go ahead and log in, and this should show us the backside of the Joomla website. And there we are. And a couple things I want to bring up right out the gate is look up at the top in the center. Mine says that Joomla 3.5.0 is available. You can simply do updates from the backside of Joomla for extensions and for the Joomla framework. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Update Now, and then install the update. And as you can see, it downloaded the package, and now it's updating the Joomla files on my system. And it's really nice to be able to do this because you don't have to go into your FTP program and upload the updates and then run the installer. That makes it really convenient. So I'm going to pause this while it's upgrading Joomla. And when it's finished, this is the page that you're going to end up on. You might not have the blue message here, but you will have Joomla version update status, and it'll tell you if it was successful or if it wasn't successful. So once that's done, you're on the backside of Joomla, and you've successfully installed a copy of Joomla. Stay tuned for more videos on how to do plugins, components, modules, templates, and other features. Thanks for watching.